Hello everyone, we are back and ready to attack this story problem. So let's go for it. It says, a cookie recipe calls for 1/2 cup of oats. You have 3/4 cup of oats. How many batches of cookies can you bake using all of the oats you have? I don't know about you, but these cookies sound really, really good, and I wish I had some cookies right now, but I don't. But let's go ahead and solve the math problem anyway. So I got to read it again. A cookie recipe calls for 1/2 cup of oats. You have 3/4 cup of oats. How many batches of cookies can you bake using all of the oats? Okay, so how many batches of cookies can we bake? Well, how much do we have? Well, we have 3/4 cup of oats. That's how much we have. Okay, that's how much we have. Okay, and each batch is a 1/2 cup of oats. How many batches? So basically, I think that if we take what we have, right, we have 3/4, and we divide it by the amount that we need for each batch, which is 1/2, then we should, 1/2 cup, then we should figure out how many batches of cookies we can make. So, pretty simple, just 3/4 divided by 1/2. We are dividing fractions. Whenever we divide by fractions, we can change it. Dividing by fractions is the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal of the second little term there. So let's do it. 3/4, that one stays the same. We're going to change it to a multiplication problem. The reciprocal of 1/2 is 2/1. Now we're just multiplying fractions. And remember, whenever we multiply fractions, first we look to cross cancel, and then we multiply across. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay, 1 and 3. We can't cancel. There's a 1. We're good with that one. 2 and 4. Are there any common factors between 2 and 4? Yes, there's a 2. 2 is divisible by 2, and 4 is divisible by 2. Let's cancel that bad boy out. Okay, 2 goes into 2 how many times? 1 time. Awesome. 2 goes into 4 how many times? 2 times. Perfect. All right, now we just multiply across. 3 times 1 is 3, and 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 divided by 2 is an improper fraction, so let's go ahead and change it to a mixed number. 2 goes into 3 1 time, and there is 1 left over, so 1/2. So that, oh, where's my little, there we go. That looks better. So there we go. We can make 1.5 batches. So let's answer the question. It says, how many batches of cookies can you bake using all of the oats you have? We can make 1.5 batches of cookies. Yum, yum. Oh, that's not a yum. There's a yum. All right. Oh, I am hungry. I think I'm gonna make it like a cookie, like a chocolate chip cookie. I love chocolate chip cookies. Does that kind of look like a chocolate? I'm making my answer into a chocolate chip cookie. Yes, no, I'm not an artist. Much of an artist. I'm just kind of like a math person. So, yeah, there we go. There's the cookie answer. That looks good to me. Okay. Now it is time for you to try this on your own. Check it out. Example 4. And our friend, the Pause Dragon, is here to tell you to pause your laptop or computer, or what it is. Go ahead and work this problem out, and then come back and check the answer when you're done. You can do it. We are back. Okay, let's read this. Check it out. Example 4. A ship will use 1/6 of its total fuel load for a typical round trip. Round trip is going there and back. Okay. If there is 5/8 of a total fuel load on board now, how many complete trips can he make? So, a ship will use 1/6 of its total fuel load for a typical round trip. If there is 5/8 of a total fuel load on board now, how many complete trips can he make? Okay, cool. So, how much do we have? We have 5/8 total right now, okay? And each trip is 1/6. So basically, we're just gonna take our total amount, 5/8 and divide it by 1/6 to see how many trips we can get in that 5/8. So just a little fraction. Remember, whenever we divide by fractions, it's the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal here of 1/6, which is 6/1. I'm going to look to cross cancel first. We can't do anything with the 5 and 1. That's good. We look at the 6 and 8. Anything common? Do you see? Yes, there's a 2. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 2 goes into 8 4 times. And then we just multiply across. 5 times 3 is 15. 4 times 1 is 4. All right, we have our nice little friendly improper fraction, which we are going to change into a mixed number. How many times does 4 go into 15? It goes in 3 times, because 4 times 3 is 12. And how many are left over? Between 15 and 12, there are 3. So there's 3 left over. We keep this number on the bottom. So 3 and 3/4. So let's read the question again. How many complete trips can be made? Well, how many, it's asking for complete trips. So I'm just going to say that 3 complete trips can be made. Because you can't, 3/4 of a trip isn't really a complete trip. That kind of leaves you stuck out in the ocean somewhere. We don't want to be stuck out in the ocean. So 3 complete trips can be made. All right, that wraps it up for this section. See you in the next section. Peace out.